Israel must be told by the international community that it has to respect international law.
Will you condemn the onslaught by Hamas?
2 million people in Gaza have been taken hostage by Israel for the last 16 years. 16 years. Have you ever asked an Israeli spokesman or official to condemn that? Have you asked an Israeli official to condemn what their prime minister said yesterday, that he will bombard civilian areas? Have you asked or expect the Israelis to condemn what they do in Jerusalem, in occupied Jerusalem and the West Bank? So stop this. There is no symmetry between the occupied and the occupier, the colonized and the colonizer. Enough. Israel must be told by the international community that it has to respect international law, that it as an occupying force has the full absolute responsibility to protect civilians under its occupation, not to target them, as you have seen in the last hours in Gaza, bombarding entire residential compounds, wiping out entire families sleeping in their homes. More than 13 million Palestinians inside and in the refugee camps outside that have been subjected to oppression, systematic, for the last 100 years. And it started here in the UK when the UK gave on a silver plate Palestine to the Jewish immigration. What has been happening for them for the last so many decades is horrible, is unimaginable, is unbelievable. This is the biggest open-air prison on earth, and every once in a while Israel visits them with its fire, huge fire from air, from sea, from land, killing thousands. They are unable to travel, to work, to hope, to aspire for anything. You're talking about generations, Nick, generations. And should I tell you about the people in the occupied West Bank? It's even worse. What are they? Their land is being confiscated. They are now subjected not only to the Israeli army brutality, but to the settler militias in Hawara, in Nablus, in Al Khalil, Hebron, in of course Jerusalem. You've seen what happened in Al-Aqsa Mosque. You've seen the spitting on Palestinian Christian worshippers only last week. We know the likes of Netanyahu, Ben Gvir, Smotrich, those are supremacists. Those are capable of committing genocide, Nick. Genocide, and that's what they are preparing for. So we need wisdom, we need statesmanship, and we need the international community, starting with the Arab League. So we are looking forward to the Security Council to enforce international law equally. Israel has grown for 75 years accustomed to the fact that it is the exception to the rule, that it is above the law, that it has complete immunity granted by the US, by the UK, and the rest of the West. You asked me about the Security Council. The Security Council decided 56 years ago in 1967 that Israel has got to leave now, immediately. You ask me about the United Nations, numerous UN resolutions that Israel is committing violations of international law, war crimes, crimes against humanity. You ask me about the international community, Amnesty International here, Human Rights Watch in the US. Every major international human rights organization confirms that Israel commits the crime against humanity of apartheid, of a system of racial segregation.